Tyler Tachman with the Des Moines Register here at Carver Hawkeye Arena after Iowa's 81-62 win over Xavier. And I think the impressive part about this was that it didn't feel like Iowa played that well, and they still beat their first power conference opponent of the season by 19 points. They trailed for less than 4 minutes, and they used an 11-0 run at the end of going into halftime to build a pretty comfortable lead, and Xavier really didn't threaten in the second half. Iowa was pretty much in cruise control. All 10 Hawkeyes that got into the game scored, so you saw some good flashes from Trevin Yorok in the first half, from Tate Sage. Cale Combs provided a nice spark off of the bench, and Bennett Search led everyone with 21 points, led the entire game with 21 points. But there was some sloppiness to start the first half and start the second half. Iowa was careless with the ball, and then there were some runs where Xavier was able to get off some three-pointers, but they still only finished the game shooting 39% from the field and 24% from three. So I think that's the impressive part about Iowa's win, is that they were taking up a step up in competition, and Xavier hadn't been great up to this point this season. They had just coming off of a loss at home to Santa Clara, but regardless, you're playing a power conference opponent for the first time in the Ben McCollum era, and it wasn't a picture-perfect performance, and you still win by 19 points pretty comfortably. So it was a good atmosphere here. Not all the way full, but I would say probably around 80%. It was an engaged crowd. Pretty comfortable win for Iowa. Another kind of box check so far as we continue to learn more about this Iowa team. But they, another thing was that they just hammered Xavier physicality-wise, out-rebounded them 41-24. Points in the paint was 50-26. That's something that we haven't gotten accustomed to seeing for Iowa basketball, in the Fran McCaffrey era. So Iowa was pretty clearly the tougher team, the more physical team. It looked that way on defense. Not a perfect performance, not a complete performance by Iowa, but it was still one where they just won the game pretty comfortably. So Iowa moves to 3-0 on the season.